Hey guys, it's Jenna, and for our first video on my channel, I'm really excited to bring to you a natural everyday makeup, less than 5 minutes, using products you more than likely already have. So what I've already got done is all of my preliminary stuff. I've brushed my teeth, I've cleansed my face, I've moisturized, and I've already done my brows, as you can see. And I will be posting a brow tutorial within the next couple weeks, showing you how I do my brows. Brows are really specific to each individual face, so it's just going to be some great tips and tricks for how you can do your eyebrows. So since I've already done everything that I do before my makeup, which usually takes me less than 30 seconds, I'm going to go on and get into the makeup. So the first thing that you want to do is to get a foundation that's really quick, like a mineral foundation. I've been using BareMinerals, and you can tell from my skin tone I'm pretty light. And the color that I use is W15 Light, and it has a built-in SPF, which is really good for me. The first thing I'm going to do is take a brush, something like this, something that will get a lot of product onto the skin. And we're just going to dab that in there, into the mineral makeup. And we're going to put that on the spots that need the most coverage, and we're just going to dab that. No real fancy makeup tricks going on here right now. Any area that you have a lot of redness, you want to make sure you focus on that area as well. Under the eye, we're not going to use any special products. We're just going to use one simple foundation that's going to do a lot of different things for us. Get really good around the nose and the mouth area, which is where most people tend to have a lot of redness. Our next step is to move on to a different type of brush. This brush is going to put less product on the face. I'm still using a smaller type brush. It's kind of like a blush brush, but it's a lot smaller than like a normal kabuki brush or anything like that. And this brush works really well for me. You just want to pick a brush that works really good for your skin type. And since I've already done my brow area, I'm really trying to avoid that. I don't want to cover up my brows with a bunch of powder. Mineral makeup is good for touch-ups, it's good for quick makeup applications, because it generally does cover really well, and it doesn't look too flat on the skin. And a lot of times when we're out in the harsh daylight, you get a lot of heavy foundation looking even heavier than it is. So you just want to make sure you got that pretty nicely blended. So now that we've got our face done, our next step is going to be a little bit of blush. And I have a warm skin tone, so I pick peachy, rosy blushes. Generally for every day, I actually custom blend my blush, and it's a mixture between an iridescent white shimmer, rose-colored blush, and a warm bronzer. So that's really what works well for me and what gives me the color that I need. I'm just going to use circular motions. You always want to use circular motions when you're applying blush. And you want to apply it in very thin layers at a time, because you can always add more, but it's more difficult to take away. If you start doing it in a line motion like that, you're going to have these big pink lines, or whatever color your blush is. That's what color lines you're going to have on your face, and that's not what you want. You just want it to look natural, glowing from within. So now that we've got that done, you can see my face looks pretty flawless. And I just have a nice natural glow to it. Our next step is to take a white shimmering eyeshadow. And we're just going to pop it onto our brow bone and into the inner corner of our eye. And then just kind of blend it out with our finger a little bit. You always want to make sure before you do your makeup that you have clean hands. You can apply a little bit on the cupid's bow, a little bit on the top of the nose, anywhere you feel like you need to add just a little bit of highlight or dimension. Our next step is just to take a brush with a little bit of shadow over our brows, just to kind of make sure they're still defined. Remember, the brows frame the face, so you want to have a good brow there. Our next step, I've already curled my lashes. I always do that before I put my makeup on. Our next step is to put mascara on. A mascara is very, very important. If you skip mascara, there was no reason to even put this makeup look on. The mascara is going to open your eyes, it's going to make you look wide awake, and it's going to define your eyes. So you want to get really close to that lash line. And you can just see that my eyes look much more defined over here than they do over here. I'm using a lengthening mascara, which I prefer lengthening mascaras for daytime. You want to get really close to that lash line, push in, and wiggle out. And you need to do that about 3 or 4 times. Especially on the outer corners. The mascara is what's going to take you the longest in this makeup look. It's going to take you about a minute. And the reason that is because it's really going to define your eyes. You don't have any other eye definition going on except for the highlighter that you put on the brow bone and on the inside of the eye. So you really want to make sure that your mascara is applied well. And I recommend a lengthening mascara for the daytime. It looks a little bit more natural and a little bit more effortless. As for the rest of the makeup, you can do some contouring if you like. You can play with the eyes a little more if you have some more time. Maybe do a gray smoky eye for the daytime, which is really great. What I'm going to do today is just apply a little bit of an iridescent lip gloss. a warm tone, just to bring out my lips and kind of put the whole look together. So you can see this is just a great everyday, flawless, effortless makeup look. Not too much going on. I've got a nice glow on my cheeks, a nice glow on my lips, and my eyes are defined with my brows and just a little bit of highlighter. I hope this makeup tutorial helped you to create a nice, flawless, quick, effortless, everyday face. You can play with this, you can play it up, you can play it down a little bit, take away the gloss or the blush, which I don't recommend. Blush is always a girl's best friend. And unless you apply too much, just remember to apply in small layers. Less is often more during the daytime. And don't forget that you can always put more on, but it's a lot more difficult to take it off. And just remember to take time applying your mascara. Definitely curl your lashes. And play with it. I hope this video has been helpful, and I look forward to having you watch more of my videos. Thank you.